Hello everyone. In today's class, we will learn some important properties of definite integral. Let us see one by one. These properties are very important. With the help of this property, we solve the very difficult questions based on integral, definite integral. So, properties 1, that is definite integral of fx from limit a to b. If you change variable of integration from x to t, then nothing will change. Value of definite integral will remain same. Second property is, if you interchange its lower and upper limits, the value of definite integral, sign of value of definite integral will change. Third one, definite integral from a to b can be written in the form of a to c and c to b, where c is between a and b. Fourth properties, but that is very important. So a to b fx, this can be written as a to b f a plus b minus x, a plus b minus x. So function we can change in this way with the help of these properties. Fifth one is the special case of fourth. Here a is 0 and b is 1. So a plus b is here a. So f a minus x dx. So fifth is the special case of fourth. Now sixth properties. This is also one of the important property. You say 0 to 2a. This can be written as 0 to a fx, 0 to a f to a minus x. If f to a minus x equals to fx, then this will be twice of 0 to a fx. If this is minus fx, then both function will cancel and value will be 0. Now seventh properties, minus a to a. This is equal to 0 to a fx plus 0 to a f minus x. So it will be twice of 0 to a fx if f minus x equals to fx, that is f is even. In case of even function, f minus x will be equal to fx. So this value will be twice of this. It may be 0 if this is f minus x equal to minus fx, that is f is odd. So these are 7 properties we have to learn and apply in question one by one. So one I am going to prove, and other are also very same, easy, you can prove yourself. So third I am going to prove. Obviously, suppose let indefinite integral of fx is phi x. Here no need to write constant. Then this left hand side is equal to a to b fx will be equal to, this is equal to phi x, and a to b is equal to phi b minus phi a. This is left hand side. Now right hand side is equal to, here a to c fx dx plus c to b fx dx. Now indefinite integral of fx is phi x. So phi x, this is limit a to c and plus phi x c to b. Now according to our formula, 5c minus 5a plus 5b minus 5c. So this 5c will cancel and ultimately we get here 5b minus 5a, which is LHS. So proving of these properties is very easy, but proof is not important. We have to learn properties. Now I am going to solve questions based on these properties. First question is, evaluate 5x minus 3 modular sign. Evaluate 5x minus 3 modular sign dx, where limit varies from 0 to 1. 0 to 1. So we know the definition of modulus. Mod x equals to x if x is greater than equal to 0, or this is equal to minus x if x is negative. So we have to find the sign of 5x minus 3. For that we put 5x minus 3 equals to 0. This will give you x equals to 3 by 5. Now on number line, lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1, and 3 by 5 will be in between 3 by 5. Now you find the sign of this value 5x minus 3. So you take value, any value, like 1 by 2. This is 0.6. So 0.5 will be in this interval. So put here 0.5 then 2.5. So obviously this is negative. So in this interval, value of 5x minus 3 will be negative. In the another interval, obviously it will be positive. So this integral will divide in two parts. First from 0 to 3 by 5. 0 to 3 by 5, and this is negative, so we put here negative sign, and 5x minus 3 dx, and then plus here in this interval it is positive, so 3 by 5 to 1, it is positive, so simply we will write here 5x minus 3 dx. Now we have removed modular sign, so it became polynomial form. Now you integrate this, we know the formula, so minus you keep outside, 5 into x square by 2 minus 3x 0 to 3 by 5. Similarly here 5x square by 2 minus 3x, here limit 3 by 5 and 1. Now you put the value, so minus 3 by 5, 5 by 2 into 3 by 5, that means 9 by 25, 9 by 25 minus 3 into 3 by 5 minus, when you put x equals to 0, then 0 minus 0. and 0 to 3 by 5 plus here 5 by 2 when you put x equals to 1. 5 by 2 minus 3 and then minus sign 3 by 5, 5 by 2 into 9 by 25 minus 3 into 3 by 5. 5, so this is equal to 9 by 10, 9 by 10 and minus 9 by 5 plus here this is minus 6 and minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 and minus sign here cancel it 5, so 9 by 10, 9 by 10 and here minus 9 by 5. So minus 9 by 10 plus 9 by 5 minus 1 by 2 minus 9 by 10 and plus 9 by 5. So minus 9 by 10, 2 into minus 9 by 10, so minus 18 by 10, or simply write down minus 2 into 9 by 10. And here 9 by 5 and 9 by 5, 2 into 9 by 5 minus 1 by 2, so this is 5, so 9 by 5, 9 by 5 and 18 by 5, so LCM will be 5, then minus 9 and plus 18 minus 1 by 2 is equal to here 9 by 5 minus 1 by 2. Again take LCM, 10 is the LCM, then 2, 18 minus 5, that is 13 by 10. Now next question, question number 2, again evaluate cos x modulus sin cos x dx here 0 to pi. So again cos x, so cos x 0 to pi. So in this is 0 to pi by 2, this is positive, and pi by 2 to pi, this is negative. So according to this, we divide this in the sum of two integral. First 0 to pi by 2, it is positive, so cos x dx, and then plus pi by 2 to pi. So pi by 2 to pi, this is negative, so put here negative sign, cos x dx. Now find its integral, cos x integral sin x 0 to pi by 2 and minus you keep outside, then cos x again sin x pi by 2 to pi. So sin pi by 2, sin pi by 2 minus sin 0 and then minus sin pi minus sin pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 1 minus 0 and then minus sin pi equal to 0 and then plus sin pi by 2 1. So this is equal to 2. Now question number 3, x cube minus x cube minus x dx. Here limit varies from -1 to 2. -1 to 2. In the same way, we will find its sign. So we have to consider this function x cube minus x. So put this equals to 0 and find the roots of this equation. So obviously, if you factorize this x and then x square minus 1, so x plus 1 and x minus 1. So we got here 3 roots, x equals to 0, minus 1 and 1. Now we have to find sign of x cube minus x. For that, lower limit is -1, upper limit is 2. So 0, first -1 we have already marked, after that 0 and then 1. Now you find sign of this in any one of this subinterval, like 1 to 2. Suppose 1 and or here half, 1 by 2 you can take 1 by 2. So at 1 by 2, 1 by 8 minus 1 by 2. So it is negative. So in this interval, sign of x cube minus x is negative. Negative, then in this interval positive, and then positive. So we have to divide this definite integral into 3 parts. First part start from -1 to 0, -1 to 0, and this is positive, so write down x cube minus x dx. Then plus 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and this is negative, so we put here negative sign before this, x cube minus x dx. And after that again plus 1 to 2, and this is positive, so simply you write down x cube minus x dx. After that, you know the process how to solve this. Find its integral, x4 by 4 minus x square by 2 minus 1 to 0. Keep your minus sign outside, then x4 by 4 minus x square by 2, here 0 to 1. Then x4 by 4 minus x square by 2, 1 to 2. Now we have to put the value of this. When you put first x equals to 0, then all term will become 0, then minus sign, you put x equals to -1, then 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2. Now here put x equals to 1, then 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2. When you put x equals to 0, then all term will be 0. Now here, when you put x equals to 2, then 16 by 4, that is 4. 4 by 2, that is 2. And minus sign, you put x equals to 1, then 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2. After that, you have to simplify this result. This is minus 1 by 4. So minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. And here minus 1 by 2 plus again minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Plus 1 by 4. And this will be 2 and minus here minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4 and plus 1 by 4, so 1 by 4. So this is equal to 3 by 4 plus 2 is equal to 11 by 4. Last question of today's session, question number 4 is prove that fx by limit is a to b, fx by fx plus f a plus b minus x dx is equal to b minus a by 2. Proof. So this is I is equal to a to b fx plus f a plus b minus x dx. Now we apply here properties. You replace x by a plus this properties, a to b fx equals to a to b f a plus b minus x dx. So with the help of this property we can replace x by a plus b minus x. So numerator will be f a plus b minus x and denominator f a plus b minus x. If you replace x by a plus b minus x, it will be fx dx a to b. This is also equal to I. So adding these two, you will get left side twice of I and right side limits of integration is same a to b, and taking LCM denominator are same, so LCM will be fx plus f a plus b minus x and numerator will be fx plus f a plus b minus x. So obviously here numerator and denominator both are same, so you can cancel it. This will become a to b 1 dx. So integral of 1 is x, so x a to b is equal to b minus a. So we have to find I is equal to b minus a by 2. So this is RHS. We have proved this. Okay, thank you.